Ben, why did you lose the game?
I dropped the ball.
How many times have we practiced catching the ball? 100? 200 times?
I tried, Dad. It was really hard.
No, Ben, it's not hard. You didn't focus. You didn't lose because it was difficult. You lost because you weren't prepared enough.
Ben bit his lip. He wanted to argue, but no words came out. A waiter passed by, carrying a tray full of cookies.
Don't even think about dessert. You don't get a reward for losing.
Yes, Dad.
That night, Ben sat at the table, tired, working on his math homework.
Ben, what's taking so long?
This problem is too hard, Dad.
Hard? This is just addition, Ben. You know how to do this. What's 47 plus 19?
66?
Why are you hesitating? We've done this problem hundreds of times, Ben. You should be able to answer immediately.
I just wanted to be sure, Dad.
No excuses. You can't afford mistakes like this. Do it again. Start over. You're not leaving this table until you get it right.
But I'm tired.
Tired? Do you think the kid who caught the final ball in the game was tired? Was he? No, Ben. You don't stop because you're tired. You stop when the job is done.
Ben silently nodded and continued working, his shoulders drooping with exhaustion. Harper returned home from work.
Ben, sweetheart, what's wrong?
I'm doing math, Mom. Dad said I can't stop until I get everything right.
Mark, we need to talk.
What now?
You've had Ben sitting here for hours and he's clearly exhausted. He's a child, Mark, not a machine.
He needs discipline. Do you know why he lost the baseball game today? He dropped the ball. If I don't push him now, he'll never improve.
He's 9 years old. He's allowed to make mistakes. Kids learn from them, Mark. You're being too harsh and it's hurting him.
I'm teaching him to be strong. Do you think life will be easy for him? If we don't push him now, we'll regret it later.
Strong. Strength isn't about breaking him down, Mark. It's not something you can build by being stricter.
The argument grew louder, their voices echoing through the house. Ben sat frozen at the table, gripping his pencil tightly.
Mark, I can't take this anymore. I won't stand by and watch you treat Ben like this. If this is the kind of father you want to be, then maybe this family can't stay together any longer.
You're overreacting.
No, Mark, I've been silent for too long. Ben, sweetheart, if your dad and I aren't together anymore, who would you want to live with?
I don't know.
Ben, you know I only want what's best for you. Come on, say it. You'll stay with me.
Ben, it's okay. Just say what you feel.
I don't know.
Next day, Ben sat on a wooden bench between his parents, who didn't look at each other.
Ben, I need to ask you something very important. Your parents are here to seeking a divorce, but before I make a decision, I want to know how you feel about this. Do you think your mom and dad should live apart?
Ben's chest tightened. He stared at his hands, unsure of what to say.
I don't want them to live apart. I want my family to stay together.
That's a brave answer, Ben.
Then, turning to his parents.
It's clear that your son wants his family to stay together. I urge you both to think carefully about his words before making any final decision. For now, the court will not grant the divorce.
Ben's mother covered her face, sobbing uncontrollably. His father turned away, clenching his jaw tightly. The house felt heavier and heavier, with Ben's parents barely talking to each other. Ben knew he had to do something. With a few dollars, Ben rode his bike to the small flower shop down the street. He stared at the colorful rows of flowers before finally choosing a bouquet of yellow flower, his mom's favorite. Holding the bouquet awkwardly, Ben stood at the kitchen door.
Ben, what's that?
These flowers are from Dad.
From Dad? He said that?
Yeah, he said he's sorry.
Really?
Ben didn't say anything else. Instead, he hurried down to the garage, where his dad was bent over, fixing the lawnmower.
Dad, Mom told me to tell you she's sorry.
She said that.
Yeah, she misses you. She just wants us to be happy again.
Thanks, Ben.
That evening, Mr. Harper walked into the kitchen, hesitating as he saw Mrs. Harper clearing the table.
Hey.
Hey.
I'm sorry.
For what?
For being too hard on Ben, and on you. I thought pushing him would help him improve, but I was wrong. I see that now.
Mark, I know you just want what's best for him, But he's only 9. He doesn't need perfection. He needs love.
I know. I promise I'll do better. For both of you.
I'm sorry too. We both made mistakes, but we can fix it. Together.
Together.
Later that night, Mr. Harper sat down beside Ben on his bed.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah? Dad?
I owe you an apology. I was too hard on you. That wasn't fair.
It's okay.
No, it's not. You're my son, Ben, and I'm proud of you no matter what. From now on, I'll do my best to be better. Deal?
Deal.